In a quiet village surrounded by fields and palm trees, there stood an old masjid. Its walls had grown dull with age, its carpets carried dust from many footsteps, and its corners were filled with cobwebs. Every day, the villagers came to pray, bowing and prostrating in worship. But after the prayer ended, they would leave quickly, never stopping to care for the house of Allah. One day, a young boy named Hassan walked into the masjid after the afternoon prayer. He looked around and felt sadness in his heart. The carpets were untidy, the floor was dusty, and the windows had lost their shine. Hassan thought to himself, "This is Allah's house. Should it not be the cleanest and most beautiful place in our village?" From that day, Hassan made a quiet decision. After every prayer, while others left, he would stay behind and sweep the masjid. With small hands, he picked up scraps of dirt, wiped the windows, and straightened the rows of mats. He worked silently, asking no one for thanks. At first, some people laughed at him. They said, "Hassan, why waste your time? This is not your job. You are only a boy." But Hassan only smiled and replied gently, "Our Prophet said, cleanliness is half of faith. I want to keep Allah's house clean." Day after day, he continued his work. Slowly, the masjid began to change. The floors gleamed, the air smelled fresh, and the place of prayer looked bright and welcoming. People who once ignored its condition now entered and felt peace in their hearts. Soon, the villagers noticed the difference. They realized that one young boy's effort had transformed their masjid. Feeling ashamed, some of them began to help. One brought water to wash the mats, another polished the lamps, and others joined in sweeping and caring for the place. What had begun with one boy's quiet devotion grew into the effort of the whole community. Years passed, and Hassan grew into a man. The masjid remained beautiful, and the villagers never forgot who had first reminded them of their duty. Even long after, people would point to the masjid and say with respect, "This is the masjid that Hassan cared for, the boy who taught us that cleanliness is part of faith."